Hey, it's Mark and
Zerrin.
Once again driving to Tulsa and gonna do another Tune-Up Tuesday.
Woot woot.
Now, you don't even know what we're doing.
I don't.
But you will in just a moment.
Can't wait to find out.
You will in just a moment. So this came out of an earlier conversation today, earlier on the drive. And I was talking a little bit about how, last weekend you went to your sister's wedding. Your sister's niece's wedding, right? Yada, yada, yada. And I was going to go to New York City, but I got sick, so I ended up staying home for the weekend and just being by myself for 3 or 4 days. And talked about, wow, what a difference it is. And there's this back and forth thing when one of us is by ourselves. We experience such a greater freedom just to do what we want to do, right?
True.
And then when we're together, we have to work together. So it kind of came out of that. Because we were driving down the road here, a couple hours ago, and I thought, hey, let's call somebody and talk to somebody.
And I didn't want to.
You weren't really in the mood.
Right.
And I was like, if I was driving to myself, I would have just called that person. And here we were in a situation that, of course, we're in a situation all the time. When there's two of us, or more than one of us, to consider, right? It's all the time.
When our wants don't line up.
When our wants don't line up. Now I said to you that, even though I experienced, it's great that I can just do whatever I want to do when I'm by myself, I would never trade what we have. Right?
And I appreciate that.
Because I always would prefer hanging out and being with you. But there is this thing that goes on. But when there's, you want to do something, I want to do something, and the other doesn't.
The tension between us.
Yeah, and it can create tension.
Yeah.
And then here's what we can also do. Like, I could have earlier when I said, but I want to make this call, and you said I really don't want to. I could have seen that as a moment, in essence, to create conflict. I could have said, well, okay, but maybe you don't really want to do that, but come on. I mean,
you don't always get your way.
Yeah, you don't always get your way and so forth, right?
Right.
And sometimes, and I feel like I'm always giving in to you. And you never do what I want to do. And boy,
there's the never word.
There's the never word, and I'm doing all these things, and I'm creating a conflict.
Oh, wow. So we can create conflict.
I think oftentimes that we do that.
Oof.
We create it.
Because we kind of want to. We get angry. We just want to take it out.
And do or say what we want to say.
Yeah.
Because because at that moment, who is it about?
Me.
Yeah. Or if I wanted to create a conflict, it's about me.
Yeah.
And wow, I think this happens like a lot. And I think this necessitates that we take stock of where we're at and where our heart is at, and we make a choice. And we say, again, like what we say when we pause, no, this person matters to me. My wife matters to me. My friend matters to me. My child matters to me. And I'm not going to create a conflict because of it being all about me. Instead, I'm going to say, okay, it's not all about me, and I'm not going to at all make my wife do this or my child do this. No, because it's not all about me.
You know what I thought of when you said that?
Yeah.
Is that the word have to exercise my restraint or something, but the word exercise popped into my mind, and because at that moment I don't really want to think about you or anybody else. I just want to think about me, and I want my way.
Yeah.
But I thought about like how I don't really like exercising either. Like this morning I didn't really want to go to the Y and swim.
Wow.
But I knew that it is in my best interest that I go swim.
Yeah.
And so even though I didn't feel like it, I didn't really want to, I knew it was in my best interest.
That's good.
So truly, we have to exercise to not create a conflict, to pause, to try to shift our thinking, pause to pray, things like that.
Yeah.
it is an exercise. And I love what you said about I love the awareness that we often choose to create conflict. I've never thought about it like that.
I'm not sure I ever did either until I was just kind of thinking about it here on our drive.
But it's like, I think you're naming something. And when we name it,
yes.
we can start to see it and then realize we gotta go to the gym. We gotta exercise.
Right. Once we name something like this, it enables us not only to become aware of it but then to look at it carefully and say, is this what I want to do or not? And it gives me a greater freedom to choose. I can. If I want to do it, I'll create a conflict. Okay, if I really want to be that kind of a person, I can choose to be that way, but recognize it's a choice now.
Wow.
Or I can choose not to because of a higher value, which is me loving you or you loving me. Or, as you said, what I liked, ultimately too, because ultimately we find out it's better for us.
Yes. It's better for us so we can win together.
Yeah.
Wow. So, and same thing in a workplace situation, whether you're with a colleague, a child, a partner, whatever.
Yeah.
A family member.
That's good.
Ooh,
it's good.
Okay.
So let's work at that even as we're down here this weekend. Let's work on making sure we're not creating conflict.
Yeah.
And we're oftentimes, when we want to, we're shutting our mouth. And that's we're putting ourselves on pause.
Yes.
So we don't create a conflict.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Wow. Okay.
Great, hon. Thanks.
Thanks for learning with us.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye-bye.